Young Woman in the Sea is a movie starring Daisy Ridley as Trudy Ederle, the first woman to swim the English Channel. So, I know there's a lot of controversy with Daisy Ridley. I know most people associate her with Star Wars. I mean, I did for the longest time. But honestly, I think that is a great disservice to Daisy Ridley. She is absolutely incredible in this movie. And honestly, even during the Star Wars time, I still believe that she was a great actress. I just think that the material that they gave her was terrible. And she paid the consequence for that. And she basically took the full brunt of people's criticism. And I feel like it really hurt her career as far as like from that time to now. What I'm hoping for this film is that it will remind people how great of an actress she is, and that maybe this will actually be the movie that kickstarts her onto full stardom, where she actually gets to be in really good movies because I believe that this is a really great film as well. So, things to note about this film. Obviously, there are some feminist ideals in this movie, which are fine because obviously, it's about women's rights, it's a historical piece. And so there are going to be moments where it does very much, come from the lens of a woman's point of view. And I honestly think that for this movie, it fits and it is accurate and it's perfectly fine. Honestly, it doesn't harp on it. It doesn't like try to like bash you over the head with the ideas. It's just basically saying, hey, this is what was happening during this time. This is what we had to deal with. Look how far we've come and look at how far we're going to continue to go. It's basically a movie pushing back against the patriarchy at that time. And honestly, I'm good with that. I mean, there are plenty of, minorities that had to do that. And there's plenty of movies where we have to deal with minorities pushing back against the system. And honestly, I really love when a film does it very well and doesn't do it in an abrasive way. And I don't believe that this film is abrasive at all. I truly was um, I was fully invested in every single character. This movie is what we come to watch movies for. It motivates. It makes you put yourself in that character's shoes. And honestly, it's one of those movies that when you come out of it, if you're not touched by that and it doesn't motivate you to want to even accomplish your own goals, man, then it didn't do its job. But I believe that this movie is one of those rare movies that you walk out of and you say, man, like I want to accomplish my goals, my dreams. And if she can do it, I can do it. It doesn't have to be a male for you to feel something or for you to put yourself in their shoes. If it's an inspiring story, then it doesn't matter who they are. If they're white, they're black, they're female, they're male. It just doesn't matter, man. When a movie is good, it can rest on its own laurels. It can rest on that story, and that's what makes this movie a great movie. Is that it doesn't have to bash you over the head. It tells a great story. It tells a motivational story. And honestly, after I watched it, I mean, dude, I was kind of choking up at the end because it's inspiring to see someone accomplish something that's never been accomplished before, especially when there were definitely some obstacles in her way that were man made obstacles. People definitely were trying to sabotage and get in the way of her making history simply because she was a woman and they were men and they couldn't take it. But I would encourage you to check this film out because I can tell you this: if you don't watch movies like this, then we're not going to get movies like this anymore. And these are the movies that we say aren't being made anymore. And then we don't go watch them, and then we wonder why we don't get movies like this anymore. And this is a rated G movie, so everyone, the entire family can see it. And I would encourage you to take your children to watch this movie. I would encourage you to go out as a family because honestly, this is motivational. Like things are changing, and for in sports, it's changing in a lot of different ways. And this is one of those movies that can help continue to push change, and in a good way, not in a toxic way, but in a very real way. And so, if you haven't seen A Young Woman and the Sea, I would encourage you to do it. So, until next time, peace out.